Hi there, and welcome back to Grammar with Kelsey. Today we're taking a look at count and non-count nouns. So let's get started. So first things first, count nouns. A noun is a person, place, or thing, right? Cat, Kelsey, class, right? Count, we can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's see some examples. Here we have a group of pencils. We can count them. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pencils, right? We have 3 apples, 14 balls, 7 roses, and 5 adorable puppies, right? So these are all people, places, or things that we can count, okay? Non-count nouns are going to be things that are difficult or impossible to count, right? So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You'd think it was easy to count, but cheeses. So if I say 5 cheeses, it does not mean what we see in this picture, right? 5 cheeses actually means 5 different kinds of cheese. So how do we count this? Right? Or liquids, or this desert full of sand, or concepts like time, spice, salt, sugar, flour, and things like the news, right? So these are all difficult or impossible to count. I can't go 1, 2, 3, 4 water, right? It's like, what the heck? So how do we do this? We can actually change these non-count nouns into count nouns by adding a countable word. So here we have this desert full of sand. How do we count the sand? We don't say 5 sands or 5 billion sands. We would count grains, cups, pieces, bags, or grams of sand. Okay. So here, when I say 5 cheeses, I actually mean 5 different kinds or types of cheese. If I want to talk about this picture, I would say 5, well, 1, 2, 3, 4 slices and 5 pieces of cheese, right? To mean they are all the same kind from the same piece. What about liquids? What words do we use to talk about liquids? Words like cups, glasses, bottles, liters, and milliliters. We could even say droplets, like raindrops, right? Okay. What about concepts like time? These are all things you can touch, but you can't really touch time. We've created these special nouns: weeks, days, years, minutes, seconds, right? So these actually won't be weeks of time, days of time, no. We will just replace our non-count word with this countable word. The same thing happens with money, right? It's not dollars of money. It's not cents of money. Okay? It's dollars or cents. All right. Okay, so apart from just count nouns you can count and non-count nouns are impossible or difficult to count, how else do we identify them? So what is this? This is a cup of coffee. What about these? Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cups of coffee, right? So if you can't figure out if it's a count or non-count noun, if it has a in front of it, It's a count noun. Okay. Count nouns can be made plural. Right? You can add S, like cups of coffee. Now remember that some of our words, some of our nouns have weird plurals like child, children, right? For children. Mouse, mice, for mice. Moose, moose, doesn't change at all, right? Sheep, sheep. Okay. So we don't actually add S to these, but it can still be made plural by adding a number to the front of it. So 1 cup of coffee, 4 cups of coffee, 1 moose, 4 moose. Okay? All right. So there we go. You can count them. They can be plural, and you can add a number to it. Now, non-count are words that are difficult or impossible to count, right? I can't really count this unless I go down to the molecular level, but then I'm counting the molecules of coffee, not actually what's in this picture. And these, I can count coffee beans. I can say 1, 2, 3, 4 coffee beans. But when we get so much of something, right, we use other words like bags of coffee, right? How many bags? 5 bags of coffee, 5 scoops of coffee, right? So if it's too difficult or impossible to count, we know it's a non-count. If you can't do this, it's a non-count. Okay? All right. That's it for this session. I hope you had a good day. See you in class. That's all. Bye.